Wow, I'm looking at myself in this video and I'm thinking, God, I look old. Anyway, um, normally if I do something like this, I'm writing. And while I'm writing, I can go back and I can edit it. So this is one of the very few times that you're going to see me just talking off the cuff and not actually being able to edit what I'm going to say. Um, we are in a very interesting time in our country right now. We have a woman who is in jail right now because she has refused to give licenses to gay couples to get married, and this is in Kentucky. Kim Davis, frankly, has every right in the world to believe as she does. I don't personally think that Jesus is against gay marriage. I have done a lot of study. I have a degree in theology. It's that right there. That is my degree in theology. And I have studied it. I have studied it from both sides. I have studied it from the anti-gay, and I have studied it being a gay man. And the Bible is not against homosexuality. There are verses, but those verses are taken out of context linguistically, culturally, and even contextually. They're taken out of context. So we must be careful about how we are interpreting a mistranslation. A lot of what is written in the Bible was written by man, not God. You can be inspired by a tree. That does not mean that the tree has given you word for word what you need to be written, what you need to write. So, being inspired by God, the Bible says that it is, but that doesn't mean that it is written by God. It just simply means it is written by man who has been inspired to write such and such and thus. It was also written by a patriarchal community and society that believed that women were second-class citizens. And we must take that into account every single time we read anything that has anything to do with sex, gender roles, gender identity, anything. We must understand that it is a patriarchal society that wrote those. Back to Kim Davis. You can hold your beliefs, but as a government official, you have absolutely no right to impose those beliefs onto someone else. You can have your religious beliefs, but you cannot make me, as a government official, you have no right to make me hold to your morals. The law of the land is that marriage currently is very legal for two men, two women, a man or a woman, a white man and a black woman and a white man, Asians, an Asian and a black man, a black woman and an Asian man. We now have marriage equality, which means that if it's a couple that is over the age of 18, the age of consent, they may marry. They may have the license, and they may then benefit from the government's rights and all of that. And I will now be able to make a decision if my future husband is in the hospital. I may be able to make decisions for him because I am now legally entitled to that. Just as if my husband were a woman and she were my wife, I would be able to make that decision. That is one of the benefits of marriage that, frankly, I wouldn't get 6 months ago. So we have to understand that marriage equality has nothing to do with religion and everything to do with civility. Our society is a civil society. It is not a religious society. America was not founded under the Christian religion. We were not. We were founded as a religious, free society. You can be free to worship as you wish, but you cannot impose your religious views onto me. I refuse to have anybody, and I don't care who you are, I refuse to have anybody try to impose their religion onto me. And you will never know if I am agnostic, pagan, Christian, or Jewish, or Buddhist, or Hindu. You will never know, because I can argue every viewpoint. But I do have a spiritual viewpoint in life, and I want you to understand, I have a very broad and very liberal spiritual view of life. We are spiritual beings after all. So what that entails is mine and mine alone. I don't force what I feel onto you. You don't force what you feel onto me. And that is exactly how a government employee, especially one who is elected by the people, should feel. She should drop her religious views, her convictions at the door, and not tell others how to live their lives. All she has to do is sign a piece of paper. That is her job. She didn't do her job, she is paying the consequence. It has nothing to do with her religion, other than the fact that she has tried to impose it. After numerous attempts by the court to make her do her job. If you don't feel like you can do your job based on your religious duties, step down. That's it. You step down if you don't feel you can do your job based on how you feel and based on your convictions and your dogma. So, all that being said, y'all have a good day, and you might be expecting, I would be looking for more of these videos if this one actually works. Talk to you later.